how's it going, everybody? And welcome to the Moving Platform here home vlog. Well, because I am getting ready to do Disneyland. I'll actually be in Disneyland in just under 2 weeks. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go like right now. But we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary. Today is actually my 2-year anniversary of moving to Florida. So I'm actually going to be heading to Magic Kingdom here relatively soon to see Happily Ever After, because that's kind of become my annual tradition as I go to Magic Kingdom for the fireworks on my anniversary of moving here. But we're coming up on 2 years of the Moving Platform. Coming up in March, I'll actually be in Disneyland on the 2-year anniversary. So I decided I wanted to celebrate with a Q&A video. And you guys have submitted a lot of questions. I think I have like 15 questions, which is like a perfect, great number. I'm excited to answer some of those questions. Some of them are really good. Most of it's like a travel advice, personal preferences, and then some of it is actual deep questions that you guys want to know about me and about why I chose to vlog and things like that. So I'm super excited to talk about that and share that side of me and share why I do TMP. But one of the questions that I got from a few people actually is about what kind of gear do I use and what do I carry in my theme park bag. I didn't realize that what you carry in your what's in my bag videos are like a thing. I didn't know this, and then I saw so many big name vloggers. The Trackers have done it. I think Speakman has done it. So everybody has done these like what's in my travel bag videos, and that's a video that I kind of wanted to do on my own and on its own. So I am doing that one from here at the house. So let's just dive right into that. This is my bag. This is the new bag. I actually just upgraded to this bag. You guys used to know I used to carry the shoulder satchel, or as my friend Matt calls it, my Merce. Whatever Indiana Jones carries a satchel, you call his a Merce. See what happens. You're gonna get hit with a bullwhip. But I used to carry my satchel, and the strap on it was like, I think that bag's going on like 6 or 7 years old, so the strap was starting to fray and kind of tear. So I upgraded the bag, but I wanted something crossbody and I wanted something smaller, because another thing that was happening with the satchel is anytime friends and family visited, I became the carrier of the things. I was carrying everybody's stuff. I'd start my day with camera equipment, and then I would end my day with 3 sets of mouse ears, 2 bottles of Coke, and like a half-eaten Rice Krispie treat. I would end up with everybody else's stuff, and none of it was mine. And I'm just kind of, schlepping through Magic Kingdom carrying everybody's stuff. So I wanted a smaller bag. So I moved on to this bag right here, which I will show you. I think the brand is, I don't really remember. I'm gonna put a link in the I'm gonna put Amazon links in the video description down below. So if you see anything in this video that you like, whether it's my camera gear or my vlogging gear or the bag itself or whatever, I'm gonna put the links down there so you guys can go and check this stuff out. I'm a budget vlogger. I don't have a lot of expensive equipment outside of the necessities like my cameras. But so I don't have a lot of super expensive equipment. So all of this stuff is relatively affordable. But actually the brand of my bag is Outdoor Master. This was on Amazon. This bag was $20 on Amazon. It's a really great lightweight bag. It's super cool. It's got all my Disney pins on it. It's got my Epcot 35 pin. It's got my Ricky DJ Technoid Read button on there, and then it's got all my Disney pins, which I get asked a lot if I share or if I trade pins, and I don't. These are all locked on with the pin locking backs that you can buy at Disney or on Amazon. They are because I don't buy pins just to buy them. Each one of these pins has a special meaning. I wanted this one because it's the classic redhead from Pirates. I'm an Ohio State fan, so it's an Ohio State Mickey. Epcot 82, Figment, the Hatbox Ghost, who this is probably the thing I'm looking forward to the most at Disneyland, is that I will finally get to see Haunted Mansion in Disneyland, which has the Hatbox Ghost. And then Peter Pan down here. So all of my pins are you know, they're personally chosen and put on this bag for reasons. So I don't trade, but I get asked a lot, and I feel bad when kids ask me if I trade pins, and I have to tell them no. So, but let's get into the bag. Well, first off, before we get into the bag, I'm going to talk about my camera. I'm actually filming this on my actual camera. I have a Canon R800, a really, really good camera. I got it for Christmas a few years ago. Microphone-wise, I've got a little lapel mic that's actually attached to it. Right here, I'm not wearing it. It's attached to it because it's just easier to talk when there's not a wire hanging between me and the camera. But it's a great little camera. I think it's around... It's probably a little cheaper now than it was when I got it, which when I got it, it was probably about $300. It's probably about $250-ish. Right now, it is just a video camera. It's not a DSLR, so it does no still photography, but it does shoot in 1080p, 30 frames a sec. I actually think it does 60 frames a second. I shoot at 30 when I use this camera. I use this camera for anything on a tripod, which is actually on the tripod right now. I do anything with a tripod, so all the TMP Bytes videos are shot on this camera. Shows like Happily Ever After. If you see that video, I'll probably put the card up here. That was shot on that camera. It's a wonderful camera. It's a great little camera. It's not the best camera for carrying around because you have to hold it, you know, like this, selfie style. And it has the screen that flips back so you can see yourself, but you're kind of walking around, you know, selfie style like this, and it's just kind of awkward. So I do most of my walking around is done right here on my phone. I have an iPhone X, which shoots 1080p, 60 frames a second. Fantastic. This right here, if you're thinking about vlogging, you do not have to run out and buy a $600 DSLR camera or a Canon Mark II. You don't have to do that. I mean, if you can, yes, do it. It's fantastic. It's great, but you don't have to. Anything iPhone 7 and later will do great. When I started the channel, I actually used to use my iPhone 6, and you guys couldn't tell the difference between now and then when I'm using the Canon and my iPhone 6 because they both shot 1080p. Quality is quality. So yeah, you might get some better sound and some better colors off this camera, but this right here is great for carrying around. It's easy. You can slip it in your pocket, you can flip it right back out, swipe and go, and you can film super quick. So this is what I use for carrying around in the parks. This is what I will film a lot of Disneyland on, even though I am going to take my actual camera on the trip as well. But I will use this for more than, I will use this 90% of the time. Shockingly, honestly. It's not that I don't like the camera, this is easier. So, and it gets me what I need. So, but let's actually tear into the bag. First off, this bag has awesome because it has a water bottle slip on the side, which I always have. I used to carry my red Happily Ever After Tervis, and I lost the lid. So unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to go to the Tervis store and buy a lid. So this is, it's just a Camelback water bottle. It's the 22 ounce, I think. So there you go. This was like 10 bucks or $8 on Amazon. It's about the same price. You can get them at Walmart or Target for probably about the same price, but $8 on Amazon, and it fits comfortably into that pocket. It's fantastic. I always go with this because I can also carry something like Mio or lemonade packs or Crystal Light packs or whatever, and I've got a little flavor, and I can just use the water, which I'm super excited because Disneyland has actual like refill stations of water. You don't have to go up to the water fountains. You can go to the table service or to the quick service, excuse me, quick service restaurants, and they have like a little water spot. You can just walk up, fill up your bottle, keep moving, and it's all filtered, cold, nice water. So I'm excited that I have this in time for that because once I lost the lid to my Tervis, I kind of quit taking my cup, and I was spending a lot of money on bottled water and sodas, which unfortunately all the snacks went up at Disney World. So bottles of water are like $4 now, and sodas are like $5. So that kept me from buying sodas right there. So because I'm not going to spend $5 for a $20 for a 20-ounce Coke. Not doing it. I have not bought a single bottle of Coke since the price increase. Not one. So, but let's actually tear into the bag here. I know I've said that like 8 times. So it's got multiple pockets. It's got one big pocket here, kind of a medium pocket, and then a smaller pocket in the front. And then something really cool, it has a what they call a anti-theft pocket, which is right here on the back, small enough. I put my wallet and it's small enough to put some personal stuff like that, so that if anybody who happens to have a really light touch because apparently this is a thing, people can walk up and unzip your pockets on the back of your bag. With a light enough touch, you won't even feel it, especially if it's really crowded, like the parks can get sometimes. So this is cool. I'll put my wallet in here, so it fits completely comfortably. It fits like amazingly comfy in the air, and you don't feel it on your back at all. Take that out before I leave and don't have my wallet. So, but it's got, like I said, it's got 3 pockets, one big, one medium, one small pocket, and I do carry stuff in all the pockets. But starting with the big gun, my Smooth Q3 gimbal. This is what I use for anything live streaming wise, or if I'm going to be doing a lot of walking with filming at the same time, because this is pretty amazing. Mounts my cell phone, mounts into it right here, and through the use of counterweight, you can slide this little doodad right here in and out. It's got weight on the back and the side, and it will balance out my phone where this stays even, and you can go at a pretty good jog, or a pretty good, trot, and the phone stays completely smooth. It's fantastic. It's got controls on the back right here. You can tilt your camera up and down, side to side, and it all does it off the base of the wrist. So all you have to do is turn your wrist slightly, and this spins pretty smooth. It's pretty awesome. I mostly use this just for live streaming, so that you guys get a smooth stream as I'm walking around. This was about $100 on Amazon. It's the Smooth Q3. There is a Q4. I think it's about 140, but I think it possibly has some better features than this one does. But for me, this is all I need. I don't need the Smooth 4. This was fine when I needed to buy a gimbal. Let's see here. That's pretty much all I carry in the big pocket. I don't carry a lot. So that's kind of everything I carry right there. It does have, on the bottom, it does have a tripod mount where you can screw in a tripod, but I, for the most part, use this right here. It's just a little cold shoe arm. It extends off to the side or the front, however you want to direction it. Doesn't really matter. It works anyway. And it does come with the cold shoe that you can put on here, which is what I use to mount my microphone, which I use the Movo microphone. It's very similar to the Rode Video Micro, which is something that a lot of vloggers use. However, this mic is $20 cheaper and is actually preferred by a lot of vloggers. A lot of vloggers can't tell the difference, or they just love this one. I do have 2 cables for this one. This one comes with the, actually no, this one did not come with the microphone. I had to buy this cable. I think it was like $10. This is actually what allows it to plug into my phone. And right now it's plugged into the dongle because I have an iPhone X, so I don't have a headphone jack. If you have a headphone jack, you can just plug it right in. Now I do have another cable that I use for this microphone when I'm using it with the real camera. And it's a different cable because I can't remember what it's called, but it's the question of the rings. If I can get it to focus on those right there, you can see there's 3 black rings. Others have 2. For a smartphone, it needs 3. So it has. So I had to buy the cable, but like I said, the cable was about $10. So not really too bad. If you want to see what it looks like, this is what it looks like right here. So relatively small, really nice, packs a punch. It does come with the windscreen. I think it's called a dead cat windscreen, and it just pops right on. So I've been using this microphone. I got this about 3 weeks ago. I got this distinctly in preparation for Disneyland. So this is, if you've noticed in the videos, some better audio quality. It's because of this, except on the Tom Sawyer Island video, which I just did because I had this mounted facing the wrong direction and caused for some lesser than ideal quality audio, but I know that's the problem. We'll fix it going forward. So there you go. So I think that's everything for the medium pocket. It is everything for the medium pocket. And then in the small pocket, I carry my fuel rod, which I've talked about multiple times on this channel. If you are coming to Disney, these are a fantastic investment. They cost $30 if you buy them in the park. They're $30. They have a USB adapter and a micro USB right here. You can charge these into the in the wall, which I do when I'm going to Universal, because Universal does not have these machines. However, Disney does. They're all over the place at Disney and at Disneyland. So I'm super excited that I can just take these with me and just exchange them out right there in Disneyland. So that's awesome. Like I said, $30. When you buy it, you get it in a little plastic cylinder, and it comes with all of your cables. It comes with a cable that matches to the iPhone with a lightning port, and then it comes with an adapter. If you're a Samsung or an Android user, it comes with a little adapter. You pop it on the end of there. The cable that it comes with is only about 6 inches. It's really, really small. So I actually use my 3-foot cable that came with my iPhone, just because it gives me a little bit more freedom. I can put it in my pocket and then put my iPhone in my back pocket. And I got a little chain wallet thing going here, but it gives me a little bit more freedom. I can pull it out, and I don't have to hold the fuel rod while I'm using the phone. I can leave the fuel rod in my pocket and still use the phone. So, like I said, $30. But the cool thing about these is this little barcode right here. When you buy these, it doesn't matter if you buy them. You can buy them on Amazon for, I think they're $20 on Amazon, but they don't come with Prime, so I think it's like $5 for shipping. So it still comes out $5 cheaper to buy them away from Disney. And I've heard tale, I don't know, maybe I can see it when I go to the airport. I've heard tale that at the Orlando airport there are fuel rod machines that actually cost $20, and you get it right there. So if you're coming to Orlando and you're flying in, wait till you get to MCO, and maybe I can take a picture and verify that that's a thing. That they're $10 cheaper if you buy them at the airport, and you get the same fuel rod with the same kit. But the cool thing about these is they do charge your phone. You get about 1 charge per fuel rod, depending if you use it. If you don't use it while it's charging, it charges pretty quick. I want to say it's 1.5 amp. No, it's 1 amp. Excuse me, it's 5 volt 1 amp. So it charges fairly fast, not like ultra fast, but pretty quick. If you don't use the phone while it's charging, it charges faster, but you can use it. And what the great part is this barcode here. When the phone or when the fuel rod dies, you're not done with it. You can go to any fuel rod machine on property anywhere at the airport. They have these at SeaWorld now, which I thought was super cool. You can take these and go to the machine. You hit swap. You drop this in there. It scans the barcode, and it sends you a brand new one out free of charge. So it's unlimited charging. I bought my first fuel rod in September of 2016, right before I moved down here. So this, I've been using fuel rods ever since. I actually have 2 of them now. I got one got stuck in a video, actually. It got stuck, and I had to kill a fuel rod real quick. And for the inconvenience, they popped me down a second spare. So I got 2 that day, and I've carried both in my bag. And I don't go to Disney without this. I don't go to Universal without this. I make sure I charge these before I go to Universal, because, like I said, I use my phone for so much stuff that I have to, use this. So, but that's what's in my bag. That's my travel bag. It's much lighter now. No, it's actually not too heavy with all of my gear in it. It's not that bad. So, like I said, I'm gonna put links to Amazon, all of these items, so that if you guys saw something that you liked or something that you want to read more about, I highly recommend every single piece of this gear. Every piece of it. The microphone, the gimbal, the tripod, my camera, everything, the water bottle, all of it. I recommend all of it because it's all fantastic stuff. Because I am the king of Amazon returns. If I buy something on Amazon and it's not what I like, I do send it back because it's so easy. So I have no problem sending any of this back if it doesn't work. So all of this works fantastic. I love it. So all of it recommended, 5-star. And I will put the links to that down in the item description. So if there's something you want to check out, read out, or even buy for yourself, you follow the links right down there at the bottom. But thank you guys for watching. This covers the first question on the Q&A. It only took 20 minutes to go through my bag. I was like, oh, this is going to be like a 10-minute video. No, we're pushing 20 minutes. So thank you guys for sticking around and hanging out for so long. Here's my Funko collection, or some of it. That's my 3 favorite ones. My Cody Rhodes, my signed autographed Shawn Michaels, and my Ron Swanson. Those are probably my 3 favorites, outside of my Stan Lee, which he's over there and I can't get to him. So, but thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share with your friends and family. And as always, watch your step.